Hello everybody, my name is Merc, back in Elden Ring, back in Round Table. Just having a look around, seeing if anything's changed. Nothing really happened in between this episode and the last. Just want to talk to some folks. There's nothing here that I want from that man. I did notice both Dialos and Rodericka are not here. This man has nothing new to say. This door is open. It was closed last time we were here. It appears Nephili Lou is still over there as well. I have a feeling this man's not happy that we're progressing our quest. It seems like he is an unfaithful in our cause, perhaps. So let's see what he has to say.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome.
Okay.
As a
Apparently I was wrong.
at the round table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir.
Gideon
As a
Ofnir.
task who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the shard bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds.
Okay, Radahn is in Caelid.
Lord of
I have not heard that name.
Mount Gelmir. Morgott the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell.
Okay, he's Morgott and Leyndell.
Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's
Okay, Rennala is in Rhea Lucaria.
Won't you?
Oh, we can ask about the specific one. I didn't expect to have a lot of talking at the start of this episode, but I guess that's what we're doing now.
Lord of Stormvale.
Program froze for a moment.
Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore.
Okay, so Melania and Radahn might both be in Caelid. Again, I don't know anything about Rykard or Morgott.
Rykard is the lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven.
Okay, I'm sure we'll learn more about that later.
Morgott the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital
We were
city.
briefly at
It
Leyndell.
lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau.
Okay.
But the two fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait.
Okay, so I imagine Rykard and Morgott, they're both at the Altus Plateau, is what he was calling it. And I think that's probably the northern section of the map, so we probably won't encounter either of those two for quite a while. Rennala, on the other hand, we are actually pretty close to Rhea Lucaria. Rhea. I'm always going to pronounce that wrong, I think.
Over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Rennala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the academy. But Rennala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort.
Okay, Radagon the King Consort.
Dwells within the amber egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
And Radagon gave an amber egg to Renala, which makes her a holder of a great rune, even if she's not a demigod. Okay. We did have this trinket here, Radagon's Scar Seal, where he is labeled the King Consort. So it appears that he is the second husband of Queen Marika. I'm assuming the first husband of Queen Marika was Lord Godfrey, who has now passed one way or another. Kind of doubt there's anything over here that I want to see, so I'm just gonna turn around. We do have 20,000 souls. I could buy some stuff. The main reason I came over here is I wanted to see if I could follow up on Rodericka's quest, perhaps. I was hoping she'd be over here. Oh, hello. There's someone new right here. Unless this is Rodericka. I don't think so, though.
Good to see you again.
Oh, it is.
Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh.
Yeah, last time I talked to Master Hugh, he was
He has taught me the noble
very
path of
interested in helping, I think.
I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish.
I thought I screwed it up.
If I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Rodericka, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, I'm glad we didn't screw up this little portion of the quest, or her quest anyway. With the spirit tuning menu, you can spend runes and grave gloveworts to strengthen the spirits you summon from ashes. We'll need ghost gloveworts to power up the more powerful versions. I'm just curious if it's going to increase the FP cost. It doesn't seem like it. At the same time, I don't really have a favorite of any of these just yet. The Skeleton Militiamen actually seemed very good because they can resurrect themselves. So that is up there. I kind of do like the Ancestral Follower, even though he didn't do that much work for us. I want to see what the Warhawk does. So I'm glad that this worked out for Rodericka. But yeah, I think for now we're just going to leave her as is.
Well, I took you no matter it's all out your
Seems he doesn't have anything new to say unless we talk to Hugh about Rodericka.
She has a gift for spirit tuning, so I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Okay. No, I'm pretty happy that that's not an issue. Let's increase our Clawmark seal by 1 since we had the opportunity here. Actually, if we're gonna be using it a lot, we might as well maybe increase it even more. Just thinking of the logistics here. We only have so many smithing stone 2s. Let's do one more here. I'm just doing some quick math how much damage we get out of this. About 12, 13. And this only gives us a little bit more. We're not really using the torch so much in combat. And we also aren't really using the longbow for damage. We're using it just to pull enemies. So let's just do the Clawmark seal again. We might leave it at +6. Actually, there's no reason not to. Let's do it one more time. And I think that's it. So yeah, I didn't really have a real reason for coming over here. Via is once again all alone. Don't know what happened to Dialos. He was looking for Layla. And he hasn't said anything new since the very start of the game. I didn't expect Roger to be over here, so I guess we're talking to Roger now. Roger?
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see.
Why are there bugs around him?
What do you need?
So is this man sick? About the corpse under Stormveil, about D. Let me just see what skills he has again. Nothing new. Let's just go down the list. I defeated Godric.
You defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormveil.
What did you get out of Stormveil?
Friend, something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Rogier's rapier +8. Definitely pronounced that one correctly.
Yes, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
What happened to you, Rogier?
A misshapen corpse under Stormvale.
We did find a
That
weird
is sacred
face.
relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way.
Listen, I'm trying.
And
Okay.
that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
Flashback to me hitting the corpse with my axe and looting whatever was around it.
Ah, so you've met D.
Of course I met
He's an
D.
old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
Unfortunate and true. Is he gonna say anything else?
Telling me that he
Oh.
discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
I don't know what happened to Rogier here. He appears to be paralyzed, and I don't know why, but there's a lot of bugs floating around him. In fact, he even has a buzzing ambience around him. It's unfortunate. Let's go talk to D again. Maybe I'll have something new to say about all that.
Did you need something?
Yes, about Rogier.
Acquainted with a man named Roger. You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach.
I mean, he didn't seem that bad to me.
Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Okay. It didn't really give me the information I was looking for, just a little bit of a backstory as to why he might be like this. I thought for a moment perhaps he grafted himself. He does appear to have some, like, rotting vines coming out of the blanket there. There's a reason why he's hiding his lower body, I feel like. So that's a little concerning. I guess we'll go talk to the Iria and the Two Fingers for a moment. Actually, did we even talk to the Two Fingers? We can touch them. So clearly we did not. We got a gesture out of touching them. Stuck to Iria now. I don't really want to ask about the Great Runes.
Children of the goddess, tainted by the strength of their rune, and so grace was extended to your kind, the tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak. The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy indeed. The demigods are each.
Okay, I think we have talked to her about that. Okay, so that just giving some lore as to why Tarnished are seeing sights of grace and why they have a quest at all. Because the greater will, the will of the cosmos perhaps, has decided that the demigods are no longer in their favor. And it's up to us to do something about it. Alright, let's go back to Sorcerer Stellan. We do have another book we can give her. Maybe she'll have something new to say. I kind of doubt it. And then after that, we will go back to that catacombs that we found on the east coast of Liurnia.
There you are. Shall we commence the...
Let's give her the scroll.
Is that a scroll? Very well. I'll be sure to incorporate it and never lose that inquisitive spirit.
I should have looked at what they were. What the spells were. It doesn't seem like they have a whole lot of lore out of these spells anyway. I imagine it's got to be these ones. And in fact, I don't even know. I should have read the book before we gave it to her. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because we're not using any of these anyway. Just more info on the Knights of Cuckoo, the Carrion Knights, which are part of Rhea Lucaria. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria, and then the Carrion royal family is the kingdom that they're in, I suppose. Alright. Well, enough of talking to NPCs. Let's go back to the Cliffbottom Catacombs. I'm glad we figured out Rodericka's quest, as I keep calling it. Looks like we got a death pit underneath the elevator once again. Nothing behind the elevator. Once more, we find ourselves in a catacomb filled with imps. I thought I heard one breathing or something. I just died. I just died to some imps. Okay, so I was thinking to myself, our jump heavy attack is no longer enough to kill these imps in one shot. I don't like when they stand on their hind legs like that, when they extend themselves. They look weird. It's more unsettling to me for some reason. I imagine that elevator is going to be at the bottom still. Yep. So we got to hit the lever. In the meantime, we're definitely going to unequip this. Maybe let's put back on the two finger, or the Erdtree's favor. I want to read this again though. The legend of the two fingers. Fingers cannot speak, yet these were eloquent. I was thinking to myself, when did the two fingers show up? Because have they always been there? I kind of doubt it. It seems like perhaps they showed up around the age of the Erdtree, or perhaps around the Shattering. So far, there seems to be like 3 ages of the lore in the game. There is, of course, Shattering, which is the age before the current age. I guess we're gonna call it 4 ages. There's the current age that we're in right now, where everything is horrible. The Shattering, which is the great war that tore apart the lands and tore apart the Elden Ring, which was caused by the Knight of the Black Blade, when Godwyn the Golden was slain. Found the door to the boss over there. Prior to that, there was the age of the Erdtree, where everything was great. The demigods were in control. They had the Elden Ring, and they could do pretty much whatever they wanted, it seems. Although there was probably a little bit of infighting between them. It seems like the lands of Carrion, or not Carrion, the lands of Caelid in particular, were of a bit of concern to some of them. Because of the Crimson Rot, the Scarlet Rot within. And then prior to that, there was the age, I'm going to call it the age of the Haligtree. Though there hasn't really been official names for any of them, of course. But it does seem like there was a time before the Erdtree, before the demigods were in control of everything. We've only seen a few references to the Haligtree so far. I think that actually might have been referenced in Michaela's Lilies, which are right here. Yes. Empyrean Makilla, which is not necessarily a demigod. We've never heard Makilla be referred to as a demigod. That said, we haven't really heard much about Makilla in the first place. We can see the statue directly ahead where the lever is placed usually in front of that statue. But yeah, so the Empyrean Makilla. Empyrean is a title given to ascended folks, perhaps a demigod, but not in the traditional sense. Be wary of up and then left. Okay, so behind us for sure. Oh, hey, hello. How you doing? Less good now, I'm assuming. Looks like it did not die. Let's just run down here. I imagine something's gonna drop behind us. I was incorrect. What the heck is that? Have we seen one of these before? Actually we have. We've seen one of them inside of the castle Stormvale. Towards the end of the castle, I guess. Oh, yep, there's a trap directly in front of us. Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there, but basically I was just saying that Makilla seems to be of another type of demigod of sorts. Not necessarily the same type of demigod that the shard bearers are. Maybe he was a god full stop, you know? Okay, that was a very bad start to the engagement. We only need to hit them twice with 2 light attacks, so I really should just try that. Got a gray fog wall up ahead, signifying we need to use Stone Sword Key, if I remember correctly, the name of that. This thing is breathing. Is that a mad pumpkin head? It doesn't look like it. It's making some weird noises. Got a blood stain directly underneath them, so we probably should play it safe. Okay, it actually looks like to be the same creature we saw earlier. It's got a lot of HP. I missed my second charge. Had a feeling I had a 3-swing swipe there. It's quicker than I imagined. Okay. Got some delayed strikes. Probably don't want to get into that lower section. Probably want to fight it out here. Tried to slap me. We just need 1 hit. I'm getting so greedy. It's got a kick. I got so greedy. Alright, I see you. I don't want to see you. Look at this thing. Looks like it's afflicted by something. Again, I suggested perhaps Crimson Rot, because it's got like bloody pustules on it. At least the one in Stormvale. I'm pretty disappointed so far in my performance. Maybe we change to the charge attack 1. It's that HP and that stamina and that equip load from the Erdtree's favor did not help us at all in any of these fights. I mean, maybe it helped a little, but I kind of doubt it. Alright, let's get this show on the road again. Just do 2 light attacks on the imps. They can kind of combo into each other to make quick work of them. Probably should send the elevator back up in case we die again, but this is me saying to myself that we're not going to die again. Forgot about this Zweihander user. Not really a Zweihander, but it would be cool to get that weapon. I doubt I'd use it, but would like to see what it's all about. Let's try something different here. Let's try charging up a full fireball. Still only did about half damage. It is almost dead now, though. Maybe I'll chuck a couple throwing knives at it. A couple throwing knives is all that was needed. Did we get our souls back? I don't even remember. We must have. Okay. Why did we get our souls back? I'm wondering if we got our souls back in the last life, specifically. I'm surprised we're fighting so many imps. Oh, we got another imp hat. Imp head. The cat. It increases our intelligence by 2. Resembling a cat, it holds trace amounts of feline intelligence. I thought they were supposed to be bats. See how many souls we get here. Okay, so we did pick up our souls last time. I put on the charge thing. I think I'm gonna use my potion here. Am I? No, we're not. We might use some fire bombs though. Again, we missed the heavy charge attack, the second one. Complicates things more than they should be, perhaps. It's about half dead. Let's use a firebomb. Okay. Again, it goes for the slap. How can he slap? Okay. A better fight, to be sure. I'm gonna turn on the lantern. Just to make it a little easier for y'all to see. More grave glovewort. Is that really all that's down here? Suppose so. One of those situations, better safe than sorry. I would rather make sure that man is dead as opposed to fighting me later. I'm gonna go for the backstab on this one. Just because I didn't think we'd get the full charge. We got an imp or something throwing stuff at us. So let's throw a firebomb at it. Looks like a big old grab. I was trying to do there. This thing is rather agile. Went for the greed play. Whew, panic rolling. I think that combo was the one that killed me last time, so now I'm very wary of when it goes for the kick. It definitely has another slash afterwards. Alright, who was chucking stuff at me? How dare you? It was extremely rude. There were 2 of you, in fact. I was trying to have a nice, proper engagement with that fellow. And y'all were like, no. Look at my blue magic. I don't even know if we have that type of magic pot yet. I wonder if that'll perhaps be behind that fog wall over there. Let's go see. How many keys do we need? We only need 1, so we'll definitely use it. I knew this area would be trapped. There's literally no way that this room would just be 1 item and that's it. A Nox Mirror Helm. Actually, we haven't looked at Rogier's rapier either, so let's have a look at that. 17 dexterity, but no other requirements necessary. Scales well with dex. A piercing sword of superior quality featuring intricate ornamentation. Signature weapon of the Sorcerer Rogier. High dexterity is required to wield the blade to its full potential, but mastery is a sight to behold, characterized by a flowing style which excels in successive attacks. A glint blade phalanx skill used by the enchanted knights who serve the Carian royal family. Form an arc of magic glint blades overhead. I think this is basically a magic spell. I want to see its moveset. See if there's anything special with it. Stabby, stabby. Oh, that's got a double stab on its heavy. That's unique for sure. Oh, it's got a triple stab on its two-handed heavy. That's a unique weapon, for sure. Could be pretty good for certain builds. Not mine, though. And what did we just get? A new helmet. Helm fashioned from a crystal-looking glass. One among the Eternal City's ritual implements. Easily broken and weak against striking attacks. Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the Greater Will and its vassal fingers. It wards off the intervention of the Greater Will. So anyone who wears this cannot sense the Greater Will or the fingers. The Greater Will being sense their purpose of finding the sites of grace and therefore accruing all the greater runes. Since that appears to be what the Greater Will is all about. Man, that was quite the charge attack. I thought it was just at a range there. Is that a trap directly in front of us? Probably not, but let's see. Man, that one dropped from the ceiling and I didn't even notice. This looks like a trap. It was. Okay, I almost didn't notice that. So that would have been a bad way to die, to be sure. Definitely don't want to die here again. At least in this caves section. I would be okay with dying against the boss, but let's make it to the boss first. Just noticed that it says, could this be a bug? I guess there's like a seam in the wall that this message, the player who placed the message noticed. Yeah, you don't really see the seam anywhere else. Well, you do notice it over here. We're now above, which is kind of funny. I thought we'd perhaps be at the lever to open up the door. I don't really want to fight two of these nerds at once while there's a trap in the middle of the entryway there. Does attack faster than us. We gotta remember that. Watch out for the trap. There's a third. This one has the Zweihander, as I was calling it. Two-handed sword. It's got the same mask as us. The dog face mask. Is it the dog? The wolf. Canine instead of feline. Is there just the one left now? It appears so. Alright, what was this item? A scythe. Never really used scythes much in this game. Actually, I used a bit in Dark Souls 2. Some scythe. Large scythe featuring a long, slender blade. Designed to reap, this weapon is capable of rapidly inflicting blood loss while also slipping through an enemy's guard. In the hands of a highly dexterous wielder, it is capable of striking fear into the heart of any foe. With a spinning strike slash. Or spinning slash skill. Almost didn't notice you there, bud. It's kind of funny that these stone creatures are like breathing. Golden Rune 3. Engrave Glovewort 3. The last of that corpse's possessions. But yeah, those creatures, they kind of like breathe on their own. Which is interesting. I have no idea how to get over there now. Thought we explored all of this. I guess we gotta drop down. Because that's the one thing we haven't done yet. Just making sure there were no hidden tunnels that we might have missed prior. I don't really want to I don't know how to approach this fight, because I don't want to fight this guy while there's other things down there, which surely there is, right? Maybe I should have got my magic spell out so I could drop down. I guess I can use cotton. That's the only reason why I didn't think to equip that spell prior. It's because we can just make a ton of soft cotton here. I'm just thinking, do I throw a fireball now? Nah, let's just go down. I feel like I know their moveset. Let's just see if we can see anything else down there, just to be safe. There is like another platform, actually. I wonder if I can land on it. Nope. Nope. Thankfully, it did not hear me landing without the cotton anyway. Something is definitely walking around. I imagine it's on the other side. Over there. Hefty beast bone. Off of that corpse. Why there's a beast bone on a humanoid corpse is beyond me. This is a bad situation. This guy's coming right for us. I'm really hoping the other one doesn't hear the commotion. I rolled through it, okay? Okay? I'm so scared. Okay. Let's chug one of these too. Okay, that has a way longer animation than I thought it would. It's got a... Oh, I backstabbed it. I thought it did like a back sit attack where it landed on me or something. Alright, we need to go fight the other one while we're still buffed up. Get some charge attacks in. We somehow got really lucky there. Again, I don't know how to dodge that attack. Yo, he just dunks you. That's hilarious. Bravely roll away. Almost went for the greed again, but we survived. That was a tough encounter. 2 of them. Thankfully, one of them was basically death. So I feel like, oh, wonderful. We're not going to equip it because I don't know how often we'll use it, but we got to see this. Jeez, excuse me. Still a little sick. Mostly, congested. Apologies, let me take a sip of water. I don't know why that surprised me so much. Like, I know it has such a deep, booming voice, but the way, like, I guess the way it was drawn out, it's not like wonderful, it's wonderful. I guess they're all drawn out as well. I don't know, it surprised me, okay? Apologies for me coughing in your ear. Hopefully, my noise gate made it a little less awful for you. There is a trap directly behind us. You can see the holes in the wall. It appears that the trigger is in the middle of the room. And oh, look at that. Another one of these brutes. This one with a curved sword. I tried to trigger it again. I rolled into it. Into where the trap was going. I'm gonna kind of cheat this guy a little bit. Okay, I was gonna say, because I'm scared of this one for some reason. I guess it's because it's a new moveset for sure. Whoa! Speaking of, Just gonna bravely roll away once again. Oh my god, I'm trying to lock onto it. Holy crap. I'm scared. Alright. This is my murder room for these brutes. That's funny. Wow. Curved sword brute. Pretty deadly, it seems. Even with shooting him twice with the trap there. That was not an easy engagement at all. And here I thought Liurnia might be easier than going to Caelid, although that still might be true. I imagine this is going to take us up to the lever to finish this catacombs. I didn't expect falling to be the way to go, but here we are. Oh. Another one. As long as there's no imps here to cause problems, I will fight it in a moment. This is what I was afraid of. Alright. An old Fang. Just, well, I guess 3 old Fangs, but still nothing too interesting. I do think that this means we've explored this area. There is, like, another ledge there, though. I don't think there's anything over there. Maybe I'll try jumping down there one more time. First, let's deal with this man. Slowly creep up. I don't know if there's going to be anything on this coffin, but... Oh. Got a little too close. I don't like this attack. Okay, because, like I was going to say, I don't know how to dodge it. It just, like, turns on a dime. Oh, once again, I, like, surprised myself by getting a backstab. Maybe I should just go for backstabs on this guy, period. It seems to be rather effective. That was me trying right there. That was a quicker slash than I anticipated. Alright, let's end this fight. Alright, what was this item? Page ashes. I don't even know if we've seen a page, quote unquote, yet. 81 FP, so we cannot summon it. Yeah, I don't know if we've seen this humanoid yet. Spirit of a page who traveled at the side of a noble he served, using a piercing sword and a crossbow to defend his master. One becomes a page merely by accident of being born into obscurity. Nothing is asked of ability, talent, or volition. So if you don't have a whole lot going on, you perhaps become a page, an assistant to a master. We did hit the lever. It seems like a tricky jump if that is indeed something they intend you to do. I gotta try it again. Almost. I kind of want to try it again, but the cost of failure is actually rather high. Because you gotta run all the way back. I play a lot of like precision platformers and platformers in general, I suppose, and if a game is quick to respawn you, like you just try again immediately, then I love it a lot. But if there's ever like a time investment in failing a platforming jump, I run out of patience very quickly. We trying this again. Perhaps rolling will make it a bit easier. I don't even know if there's anything up there. I don't see anything, so I don't think I'm gonna try again as much as I really want to. There's gotta be something up there. Why would they make a little alcove like that? I'm just thinking if there's any way to make the jump easier. Nothing comes to mind. There's like no... The only thing that affects jumps in this game is the cotton item / spell quality, whatever that assassin step spell is, I think. The alcoves are on both sides, actually. Doesn't really change much. Am I gonna try one more time? If there was an easier way to land, you know... You gotta, like, do a perfect jump. Because... Okay, so I think that means we have to go for this side. We're gonna try one more time. Yeah, because if you touch the top part, you fall straight down afterwards. You lose all your horizontal momentum. So you really do have to get a perfect jump in. That's disappointing. Maybe I'll do some more of that on my own time. I don't know. I have a feeling there really is nothing there, so I'm going to not do that anymore, at least on camera. I'll spare y'all. Let's go fight this boss. Pretty sure it was this way. Again, I'm looking down there. Like, there's no lights, but that could also just be like the designers being like, well, there's no lights there, so they won't see it, you know? They won't see the secret that we put here. Okay, we only have one flask, so we're gonna go sit down. Since the site of grace is just around the corner up here. Oh, over here. I don't know why I was confused for a moment there. Oh, there's another little alcove over there. I guess we'll have a look at that when we ride back down. Sit down. I might make this episode a little shorter because I have more to do today. I was only going to record one episode. So perhaps after I slay this boss, depending on how long it takes. I might call this an episode. Oh yeah, I forgot. When you sit down at Sites of Grace, you respawn everything. Okay, some good rolls there. Because it definitely would have hit us twice if we didn't. Respawning the Grave Violet. Alright, we're safe to go. See what kind of creature, what kind of nonsense we're dealing with here. What does this message say? Weak foe. Alright. I was thinking maybe I'll summon something for this, but perhaps that's not necessary in the slightest. This is probably one of those situations where, okay, I was gonna say, yeah, this is gonna be an easy fight, perhaps. Because I already killed 2 of these, and this one does have a scepter. But yeah, usually... Not usually, but there tends to be, a pattern where the dungeon is hard, the bosses are easy. Or the dungeon is easy and the boss is hard. Okay, we are out of its range, but that also means we can't really get behind it. Yeah, I had a feeling I was getting hit there. I'm just gonna chug because it seems to be doing some big damage. We need to get more HP for sure. That was very bad and dumb. Okay, definitely chugging now. This ground slam is the most threatening of its attacks, to be sure. Yeah, do these melee attacks. I can actually deal with those. Fire breath is okay too, I suppose. It seems to increase its turn speed more once you get behind it. It like has a bit of acceleration on the turn speed. Seems we can get an easy 2 attacks in there. Oh, I thought it would do another slam. I mean, I did, but not the way I wanted it to. Let's get out of here. It's got such a delayed second strike on that combo there. It's like has to think whether it wants to do that second strike or not. Finally got a Kaiden sellsword ashes. We haven't encountered a Kaiden sellsword in quite a bit, so it's kind of surprising that we found it here. Spirit of a mercenary belonging to a horse-riding folk skillfully uses a massive blade made for dismounting other riders and enhances his already considerable strength with war cries. Sellswords at Kaiden made their prowess known on countless battlefields. Alright, more great roots. Nothing else in this little arena. The arenas seem to be pretty standardized. Alright, let's get out of here. Just thinking if there's anything else quick I want to do, because I feel like we're back at the exploration phase. I mean, you're basically always exploring in this game, but specifically, I mean, doing a big exploration phase in the overworld. We could go fight the Malefactor, but I don't know if that's a wise decision right now. Because, basically my plan is to go north and go over here some more. Let's at least teleport over here. Check the time briefly. Yeah, I may call this a video now. What does this man say? This ghost? This one is not frenzied, this one is prostrated. Actually, does this one not have a head? I can't really tell. Flowers in the way. It doesn't look like it has a head. The puppets besiege us. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this a video for now. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I appreciate it if you click the like button too. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya, folks.